Hello, it's Matthew Harvey here, and Blue, there he is. I know that's who you want to see. You want to see more of him than me, I'm sure. Anyway, it's me, Matthew Harvey, and it's today the 10th of July, and it's rained this morning, but it's quite nice now out. It looks a bit overcast, like it might rain, but hey, we're risking it. It's not been a great July so far, let's face it, in the UK, but I know other parts of the world are scorchingly hot, so maybe we shouldn't complain. Look at the lovely green fields and green trees. This is what you get. Anyway, it's tomorrow will be a week since the release of Dark Frontier. So I'd just like to say thank you to everybody who's already bought it or pre-ordered and beforehand and has already got the book. And extra special thanks, of course, if you've already left a review. And thanks to all my patrons for your support as well. If you'd like to support me on Patreon, you can find the link in the description of this video. You get all sorts of perks there and behind the scenes access to things. But yeah, the book's doing pretty well. I'm really pleased with the reviews. The reviews are really positive. And there's still a few copies of the special edition, limited special edition. So again, look in the notes and description somewhere down below. And you can have a look and buy one of those and make great presents, as I just pointed out to Sharon Bennett Connolly, who is a great writer, and she's just left me a brilliant review for Dark Frontier and said she was going to buy a copy for her dad. And I said, well, it'll make a great present for your dad, a special, a limited edition, signed, numbered, with its handmade slipcase of Dark Frontier. Anyway, enough of the sales pitch. Very happy with the way things are going. As I say, thank you very much to all the reviews. Now I am working on A Time for Swords book 4. So it's back into the early medieval or Dark Ages and back into the Carolingian period of Charlemagne, just building up to Charlemagne's coronation as the Holy Roman Emperor in 800 AD. So I'm working on the plot and the synopsis for that at the moment. Just about thrashed out a first draft of that, and I'm going to sort of be using Eon Timeline, which I discussed in the podcast, Rock, Paper, Swords. It's one of the tools that I use. I discussed that with Stephen Mackay on there, and you create the events and a timeline for the novel, and then you can use that as a way of planning the book out, especially useful when it's intertwined with historical events. So you can put the historical events in their real time and make sure that everything links up. So I'm doing that at the moment. That's going to be me for the rest of this week. Maybe get a start into the actual first draft of the book at the end of the week. Hopefully on Friday get a few hundred words, maybe a couple of thousand words written, and that will be the ground broken on the first draft of this new novel, which so far is untitled. But yeah, if you'd like to get an advance notice of when the title has been decided and things like, see the covers beforehand and stuff like that, and some unpublished writing, then yeah, check out the Patreon, as I said. And thanks to everyone, patrons and otherwise, who've bought the book. And if you have bought it, Dark Frontier, this is the one that just came out, or any of my books. And if you have bought Dark Frontier or any other books and you haven't left a review yet and you've read it and enjoyed it, please do so anywhere, any site or whichever place you bought your books from. So, whether you bought it on Waterstones, Blackwell's, Barnes and Noble, or of course the Big Zon, or any other bookshop, please leave a review, or Goodreads, anywhere you'd like, or post it on your own blog. But any reviews will be much appreciated. So thanks very much. And just a shout out as well to Stephen A. Mackay, my co-host on the podcast Rock, Paper, Swords. He had a book out last Thursday too called Sword of the Saxons. It's the second book of his King Alfred the Great series, or trilogy, I think it's going to be. So don't miss that as well. If you want to read an early medieval book, that would be right up your street until the next one of mine is out, which will be Shadows of the Slain in December, book 10 of the Benicia Chronicles. So that's it. I think I've told you enough. So it's goodbye from me. It's goodbye from Blue. Bye.